question over fund allocation under central government schemes, calling state government biased towards Eastern Nagaland. The student body says government violating constitutional guidelines by showing disparity in terms of distributing funds. Rising People's Party launches online signature campaign for imposition of President's rule in Nagaland on grounds of financial emergency in the state. RPP says imposition of President's rule is the only solution to systematic corruption plaguing the state under the present UDA government. Pusha Chodu village of Pek district declared as infected and containment zone following outbreak of African swine fever in the village. In addition, area falling within 10-kilometer radius including Tipuzu, Rihuba, Kikruma and Rukizu colony Futsiro also put under surveillance zone to prevent infection. Sabangtu and Bank Colony bags the top two spots in the Cleanest Colony Award 2022 conferred by Dimapur Municipal Council. TNC hands over cash of Rs 20,000 to Sabangtu Colony for securing first position and Rs 10,000 to Bank Colony for securing second position. Enforcement Directorate on Saturday arrest West Bengal Minister Partha Chatterjee in connection with the Staff Selection Committee recruitment scam, following raid conducted by Chatterjee's assistant Arpita Mukherjee's residential premises. ED recovered Rs 20 crore in cash on Friday, resulting arrest of the duo. Welcome viewers to Nagaland TV Primetime News. I'm Asan. Let's go through the details now. Eastern Naga Students Union Federation has strongly objected over distribution of funds under Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyagram Kalyan in the Nagaland Eastern sectors, besides calling the process biased. Meanwhile, Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyagram under Ministry of Minority Affairs, the Eastern Naga areas were allocated arguably with just 11.95 crore out of 279.72 crore. 30 projects were allocated in the North-Eastern Council Priorities Project 2022-23. Out of 30 projects, normal estimated cost was around Rs 58.11 crore and projection cost estimate Rs 120 crore. Whereas an estimated cost of 3.50 crore was earmarked for Eastern Nagaland. Furthermore, under the funds of Special Assistance to Tribal sub-scheme, out of 9 crore 9,30,000 for 17 projects, only 1.5 crore was allocated for Eastern Nagaland. ENSF also mentioned that Article 371, Clause 2, Clause B of the Indian Constitution states that money that is provided by the Government of India to the state of Nagaland to meet the requirement of the state as a whole. The governor shall, in his discretion, arrange for an equitable allocation of money between the Twensang district and the rest of the state. Furthermore, the attitude maintained by today's Nagaland state government is completely a mockery to the preamble of the Constitution at the gesture of fraternity, equality and justice. The Union Ministry has informed that largest crude oil and natural gas company in India, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, is currently operating total 8 fields which falls under disputed area between Assam and Nagaland. Answering to question of Nagaland MP Tokeho Yeptomi, who queried the ministry on details of oil fields between Assam and Nagaland, the Union Minister of State for Petroleum and Natural Gas, Ramesh Warteli, revealed the fact before the lower house on Friday. In his written reply, Telly also answered Yeptomi's question on other details regarding extraction of oil, supply of crude oil to different refineries and oil royalty paid to the state of Assam per annum during the last 5 years. As per data provided by the MOPING, the total oil production from the last 5 financial years up to 2021 to 22 was 644.55 thousand metric ton. The ministry further informed that the total royalty paid on crude oil from all oil fields located in the last 5 financial years up to 2021 to 22 stood at rupees 9,903.62 crore. The Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region has sanctioned 17 projects worth INR 333.62 crore to Nagaland State during the financial year 2018 to 2022. Out of the 17 projects sanctioned, one project at the cost of INR 20.96 crore has been completed as on July 20. This was informed by the Minister of Donor G. Kishan Reddy in a written reply in the Rajya Sabha on July 21. The minister also informed that Ministry of Donor has sanctioned 145 projects worth INR 3,392.99 crore for the northeastern regions under Northeast Special Infrastructure Development Scheme. Out of the 145 projects sanctioned, completion certificate of 2 projects worth INR 50.90 crore have been received from the state government of Manipur and Nagaland as on July 20. Meanwhile, the completion of projects is impacted by various factors including working seasons, locations of the project sites, local conditions, and others which vary from project to project. Reddy also informed that since 2017 till date, Northeastern Council, which is a statutory regional planning board under the administrative control of Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, has entered into 8 memorandum of understanding in the sectors of agriculture, culture, education, science and technology, and tourism. The Rising People's Party launched an online signature campaign for imposition of President's rule in Nagaland. Notably, the party had earlier on May 12 submitted a representation to the Government of India pleading for President's rule on grounds of financial emergency in the state. It may be mentioned that the aim of the campaign is to collect at least 10,000 signatures and submit it to Prime Minister Narendra Modi to take resolute action. RPP further opined that imposition of President's rule is the only solution to the ills of fiscal mismanagement and systematic corruption plaguing the state under the present UDA coalition government. Pusachotu village under Peg district detected African swine fever, following which additional Deputy Commissioner Japhed Wok declared whole village as infected and containment zone. ADC also declared area falling within 10-kilometer radius including Tipuzu, Rihuba, Kikruma and Rukizu colony, Futsiro as surveillance zone. Wok in a restriction order further prohibited inter-village transportation of live pigs and pork from the affected area till further orders. Dimapur Municipal Council held a program at Hotel Silotu on Friday and honored Sapangtu and Bank colonies for backing the Cleaners Colony Award 2022 conducted by Urban Development. At the event, the DMC handed over cash of INR 20,000 to Sapangtu Colony for securing first position and INR 10,000 to Bank Colony for securing second position. DMC also awarded the Best Sanitization Workers, Best Sardar, Best Drivers and Best Laborers. Ezeng also disclosed that Dimapur Municipal Council also secured second position for Cleaners ULB Award 2022 Nagaland under Category 1, comprising of 4 ULB, namely Kohima, Dimapur, Mukokchung and Jumukirima. Ezeng also reminded that people must not participate for the sake of competition and award, but should inculcate the habit of cleanliness in their daily lives. Furthermore, DMC will be conducting the Cleanest Colony competition soon. Hence, the administrator urged the gathering to keep their colony clean. In view of Lake View Colony Ward 10 recognition, a dedicatory program was held at SIC Higher Secondary School ground on Saturday. Chief guest of the program, Dimapur ESC Nakshi Matung, congratulated the people of the colony and expressed gratitude on steps taken up by the people in planting trees. Furthermore, he encouraged them to unite together and to take colony forward. While speaking about global warming, single-use plastic and to save power, he urged people to be mindful and plant trees at the same time. In addition, the council chairman also mentioned that Lake View Colony was established in the year 1975. In order to get recognition, the colony members applied for the first time in 2009, but unfortunately, due to the demise of former chairman, the application was brought up in 2019. Amidst pandemic, the application was delayed and only got recognition this year in the month of June. At the program, colony chairman thanked the administration for giving recognition to the colony.
Dimapur last year aro last year itu Cleanest Colony competition under Dimapur Municipal Council. Itu lagadi ami convener ase. Aro last year itu salpi ami itu Luina Biraze itu laga team tu kia sul itu Peter Dimapur pahal hobo karni ini orna itu team do ase. Apuni kan najani na thakibo olibi muhan every Sunday every colony sob colony visit korna birai. Itu tamdi kundo colony tik kure ase nokure ase itu lokai na saya apuni najanibo olibi saya ase muhan. Ini ga ase. So, itu Cleanest Colony di last year, Lake View Colony do overall the smallest colony category di first paise. Tuita colony, tuita category ase colony ding. Ekta big colony, aro ekta small colony na koi. Small colony laga di Lake View 1 first paise. Cash price of 1 lakh di sidangge. Itu kilip kut di se. Colony pahal hua para, sapa hua para, Lake View Colony gan itu paisi. Itu para ami bisi kusi pa itu colony ge, aro hotai appreciate kora colony itu colony ikta ase. Itu salpi last week, ami gan itu colony lokai na sai na birai site.
Amakan bisi kusi paisi, bisi sal para itu recognition nimedi amakan pathana kori dagisi. 2009 itu amakan laga former chairman or council member kan pra itu apply kurishi olibi unfortunately itu amakan interest kura manu to expire ho jase to itu bichide amakan itu process kurubu korena bhabana korina 2019 di itu application put up kurishi 320 di to pandemic pra he amakan itu kam to kurubuli para nai olibi amakan 2022 di this year itu amakan application to put up korigina Bishi kushi baise administration alokot bishi kushi chanai dia ase itu amakan ke Dimapur bitor de ekta colony ase kurikina amakan ke itu recognition dishi itu colony to holi to 1975 te establish kora laga ase aro etia he amakan recognition baisi etia bailebi amakan aki jabo kurigina akha dangor ase kuri.
Royal Academy, in collaboration with Next Education, conducted an awareness program for students at Europa in Dimapur on Saturday. The theme of the program was Name Your Career. Notably, the special guests of the program were pediatrician and neonatologist Dr. Akam Tushi and orthopedic Dr. Roko Libi Kate. Based on the theme Choose Your Career, motivational speaker Somrita Sen from Kolkata spoke on the event, while International Career Counselor from Kolkata N.A. Harish spoke on different international studies, and Royal Representative of Dimapur Shubham Potar focused on disseminating information on CUET and NEET. The program was also open for students for an interactive session, as well as it played an important role in providing necessary information. Notably, Next Education has opened a platform to help create a path and a bright future for the students. Somrita Sen also evoked at her speech, this platform will help students to choose their own path.
Okay, so ma'am, can you please tell us something about today's program? Can you give us some few points or highlights?
Okay, so today's program was basically a very interactive and informative program for students. So Next Academy has really helped these students to come together in one platform, and there are students' parents, there are experts from the field who can help them do the counseling and choose the career that they want to choose. So it was a brilliant platform with experts. They gave their ideas, the students had questions they asked. So yeah, it was just a very good platform for the students to kind of interact with people who can give them a good roadmap in life.
In continuation of Assam Rifles' endeavor to give a fair opportunity to local youth for recruitment, Shamator Noklak Battalion Assam Rifles conducted pre-medical examination of Agnipat and Armed Forces aspirants at Noklak town on Saturday. The Agnipat aspirants were examined by CMO Dr. Jacob. During the medical screening, the aspirants were examined for ENT, eye, dental, surgical and medical cases like cubitus valgus, genu varum, genu valgum and skin issues including tattoos. It was learned that this drive enhanced the confidence and also boosted the morale of the students to join the armed forces and to serve the nation as Agnivars. During the special screening, CMO Assam Rifles also guided about building up of endurance, stamina and importance of fitness and healthy lifestyle. He also explained about the BMI and calories in to avoid diseases. The youths were fully benefited as they appreciate the efforts and conveyed heartfelt gratitude to Assam Rifles and the medical team.
अपने बा लोगिने हमार नुकलक पब्लिक सिपाही फ्री बा मेडिकल सिपाही लोबले कारणे मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट करि दिया तो बेसी खुशी पाइছে आरो এনেকা सिपाही फुटी करबले तो गोटाय अपने लगा टोटल आसाम रबखान बा এনেকা करि दिया तो बेसी खुशी पाइছে आरो भी ठीक प्राय अपने मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट फ्री बा लई दिया कारणे अपने के बेसी थैंक यू कोयसे सर अपने बा
The Pomai Naga Union asserted full support and endorsed the proposed Naga Solidarity Walk. Notably, the walk is set to be held on July 28 and 29 and is being organized by Global Naga Forum on the theme One People, One Destiny. Meanwhile, the union welcomed the walk and termed the movement to be on inclusivity, non-partisan, bridging of physical and emotional integration, strengthening of brotherhood and oneness. PNU President Dailord Pau opined that this solidarity walk should be a wake-up call to every Naga to march forward with clear conscience of love, peace and truth. Furthermore, PNU urged every Naga across the globe to participate in this noble cause. Former three-time MLA Vijay Vero passed away on Friday morning at Kohima, where he was undergoing treatment. Notably, Vero contested and won the fourth general election of NLA in the year 1977 and held law and justice and civil supplies portfolio. He successfully contested in the fifth and sixth general election and remained as an MLA. Vero was active in politics from 1977 till 2015. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Nipirio, NLA Speaker Sharangan Longkamar, NPCC President K. Tire, NPF Legislature Party Leader Kuzoluzo Azonino condoled Vero's demise. It may be mentioned that Vero left behind his wife, 6 children and 3 grandchildren. Chairman of Nagaland Building and Other Construction Welfare Board, Dr. Kekre Yome, said that building and other construction workers are among the most exploited as their job is temporary and seasonal with healthy risk. Yome also pointed out that building and other construction workers are vulnerable as they keep shifting from one place to another depending on the availability of work while being exposed to risk that can permanently handicap them or in certain cases cause fatality. Considering the risk involved, the board provides relief to the workers and it is constituted under an act of Parliament to provide welfare social security schemes to the building and construction workers through collection of cess. He also added that board has been sensitizing and creating awareness to the people to avail the facilities. Nagaland on Friday recorded 20 fresh COVID-19 positive cases. Notably, Dimapur reported 12 cases, Kohima reported 7, while Mukokchung reported 1 case. Meanwhile, the case load have been increased to 35,675 with 92 active cases. It may be mentioned that out of 92 active cases, 13 patients are admitted to COVID hospitals, while 79 others are under home isolation. On the sidelines, India reported 21,411 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, which took the active case load to 1,50,100. Seven out of the 19 Assamese laborers who had gone missing in Arunachal's Kurung Kume district earlier this month have been rescued at Daman on Friday. The Indian Air Force helicopters, while carrying out search and rescue operation, tracked the 7 laborers, following which they were rescued. Reportedly, the rescued laborers were in weak condition and were struggling to even speak at the time of rescue. Laborers revealed that they divided themselves into 3 groups and fled to different directions after their contractor denied their permission to go back to Assam to celebrate Eid al-Adha. Kurung Kume's superintendent of police informed that laborers are safe and are currently being administered at medical assistance and other needs are being provided to them. It has been reported that body of 1 laborer was found in Furak River on Monday. Police have registered a case against subcontractor from Assam's Lakhimpur for allegedly bringing migrant laborers from Assam.
पहले खबर मिले थे कि 19 लेबरर्स बीआरओ के लेबरर्स गायब हुए हैं मिसिंग, लेकिन आज लेटेस्ट ये है कि हमारा पुलिस पर्सनल अरुणाचल प्रदेश का और अरुणाचल गवर्नमेंट की ओर से डिज़ास्टर मैनेजमेंट टीम भी वहाँ पहुँचे हैं और हेलीकॉप्टर से भी रेस्क्यू हो रहा है, तो उसमें 7 laborers has been rescued and their conditions are worse. खाना पीना नहीं है इसका वजह से। और लेटेस्ट जो मिल रहा है कि नाला में, नदी में 2 डेड बॉडी भी मिले हैं। एंड डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट एंड अरुणाचल पुलिस पर्सनल्स एंड एयरफोर्स के तरफ से हेलीकॉप्टर सर्विस यूज़ करके, अपना स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के जो हेलीकॉप्टर है उससे यूज़ करके स्टेट गवर्नमेंट लगातार इसमें रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन में लगा हुआ है। और बाकी जितना लेबरर्स है उसको भी शायद मिल जाएंगे। अभी सर्च ऑपरेशंस लगा हुआ है।
With rise in COVID-19 positive cases in Manipur, the authorities decided not to conduct physical classes for children below 12 years of age till August 7. Notably, children below 12 years, that is up to class 7, are to remain at home as a precautionary measure. Meanwhile, all concerned have been directed to follow COVID-19 standard operating procedure and guidelines while conducting physical classes for classes 8 and above, which are allowed to be reopened from July 25. Furthermore, it may be mentioned that 79 people tested positive for virus in the last 24 hours in Manipur, while cumulative death toll stood at 2,124. President Ram Nath Kovind's farewell function is underway at the Central Hall of Parliament. It is to be mentioned that Kovind's farewell is being held a day before his tenure ends as the President of India. The farewell program is being attended by Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, and members of Parliament. Reportedly, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla jointly presented a memento to the outgoing President Ram Nath Kovind. Meanwhile, Speaker Om Birla will be presenting a citation on behalf of the parliamentarians to President Kovind. Kovind's tenure as president will end on July 24. The Enforcement Directorate on Saturday arrested West Bengal Minister Pratha Chatterjee in connection with the SSC recruitment scam. Chatterjee currently holds the portfolios of higher education, school education, and parliamentary affairs in the Mamata Banerjee-led cabinet. Officials of the central agency were conducting raids at his residence for over 26 hours. A day earlier, the Enforcement Directorate recovered rupees 20 crore in cash from Chatterjee's assistant Arpita Mukherjee's residential premises. Furthermore, Chatterjee's assistant has been detained by the Enforcement Directorate. The Election Commission of India on Saturday asked rivals in Maharashtra, Uddhav Thackeray and Eknath Shinde camps to submit documentary evidence to prove that they have the majority members in Shiv Sena. Both camps approached the pool body to stake claim over Bal Thackeray founded outfit. The ECI has sent to Thackeray camp the letter written to them by Shinde faction and Thackeray camp's letter to Shinde faction. It further sought replies from both the camps by August 8. Notably, the pool body would hear the claims made by both the factions after receiving the reply from both ends. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court on Wednesday posted for hearing on August 1 the petitions filed by both factions of the Shiv Sena relating to the control of the Shiv Sena party and the recent political crisis in Maharashtra. As the rift within Chhattisgarh ruling Congress deepened, State Minister T.S. Singh Dio resigned from the post of Panchayat and Rural Development on July 16. Reportedly to apprise the Congress High Command over the growing tension, Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel is all set to leave for Delhi on Saturday evening. Minister Dio is also likely to reach Delhi on the same day to meet party leaders. It has been reported that Chief Minister Baghel will meet the Congress High Command on Sunday and discuss over the matter. Minister Dio alleged that he was sidelined in the Chhattisgarh government. The present crisis is being seen as a bitter fallout of political rivalry, with Dio seeing the Chief Minister's post under a purported power-sharing agreement. Another fresh point of friction between the duo seemed to be the coal mine projects in the Hasdeo Arant forest area of Surguja district. During the first week of the ongoing monsoon session, Rajya Sabha reported productivity of 26.9%. The House transacted business only for 1 hour 16 minutes during the first 3 days of the week, while it improved to 5 hours 31 minutes during the last 2 days. While a total of 18 hours and 44 minutes of the scheduled sitting time of the House has been lost due to disruptions and forced adjournments. A discussion of around 2.5 hours on a private member's bill on the right to health on Friday helped in improving the productivity of the House. The question hour had been taken up only on the last 2 days for a total time of 1 hour 50 minutes. During the first week of the current session, 22 of the 75 listed start questions were orally replied to in the House, while the weapons of mass destruction and their delivery systems, Prevention of Unlawful Activities Bill 2022 was discussed for 42 minutes with 8 members participating. 9 private members' bills were introduced during the week. Reportedly, 30 newly elected members took oath in the House. Bharatiya Janata Party workers on Saturday staged a protest outside the residence of Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia in Delhi. Bharatiya Janata Party workers protested against Aam Aadmi Party new liquor policy. Reportedly, the protesters were detained by police after they broke barricades. This development came to light after Delhi Lieutenant Governor Vinay Kumar Saxena demanded for a CBI probe into the Delhi government's excise policy. Saxena also recommended a CBI probe into excise policy of Aam Aadmi Party over alleged violation of rules and procedural lapses. According to sources, Aam Aadmi Party gave rupees 144 crore to liquor mafia in connection with Aam Aadmi Party's new policy liquor. It is to be mentioned that earlier BJP and Congress Party demanded Lieutenant Governor and CBI for a probe into the matter. With the tussle between the centre and Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal intensifying, the Aam Aadmi Party convener asked party legislators to be prepared to be jailed as Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur alleged that the AAP government in Delhi has set new records of corruption. As the centre has levelled a series of allegations, Kejriwal has been defending his government while claiming his government to be tent-free. But the conflict flared up after Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena recommended a CBI probe into the AAP government's excise policy 2021-22 over alleged violations of rules and procedural lapses. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Saturday mocked the NDA government by calling them no data available regime. Rahul marked that NDA government gives no answer and that they have zero accountability. Rahul also commented that BJP-led NDA government is fooling the citizens of the country. He further intensified his verbal attack on NDA government by commenting that NDA wants Indians to believe that no one died of lack of oxygen during COVID pandemic, not a single farmer died during protest, no migrant died, no one was lynched by mob, no journalist was arrested for raising their voice. Rahul posted a GIF on Twitter mocking the BJP-led NDA government. Rahul's comments came amid ED probes on party leaders. Price hikes on essential goods, imposing GST and rising inflation in the country has been seen. In yet another tragic accident, 5 people died while one person was seriously injured on Saturday after a speeding truck ran over Kanwar devotees in Hathras district of Uttar Pradesh. Notably, the accident took place near Sadabad police station while the devotees were returning to Gwalior from Haridwar. Furthermore, the police assured that the guilty will not be spared and that the matter is under investigation. At the World Athletics Championships 2022, India's Anu Rani finished 7th in the women's javelin throw final with an effort of 61.12 meter. Although she could not return back with a medal, she became only the second Indian woman to have 2 top 8 finishes at the World Championships. Australia's Kelsey Lee Barber wins gold with a massive 66.91 meter throw. USA's Kara Winger clinches silver with the best throw of 64.05 and Japan's Haruka Katakuchi bags bronze with the best throw of 63.27 m. While Olympic champion Neeraj Chopra qualified for his maiden World Champions final with a stunning first attempt throw of 88.39 meter as India witnessed a historic day at the event with 2 of its javelin throwers making it to the medal round. Meanwhile, the medal round will be held on Sunday evening. Well, viewers, that's all in the bulletin. Let's meet again with more news and updates.